Everyone ready? Kevin, you good? Okay. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Service Center for the Buffalo Public Schools, the Joseph F. Jones Service Center on Bailey Avenue, as we are here today to show the release to the school districts in Erie County of the first shipment of Austin Air air cleaners that were purchased by Erie County through a federal grant so that every classroom in Erie County could have the highest, most effective air cleaner to ensure that our children are in a safe environment when they go to schools with regards to disease and issues associated with COVID-19. I'm joined here by Dr. Gail Burstein, the Commissioner of Health, as well as Nate Kuzma, the General Counsel from the Buffalo Public Schools, and Lauren McMillan, the President of Austin Air, based here in Buffalo. And I'm also joined, of course, by Karen Gambino, who is providing the American Sign Language interpretation for those that have hearing disabilities. So thank you, Karen, for being here. Earlier this year at my State of the County, I announced our Back on Track agenda to help students overcome the issues that they've had to deal with as they've gone from no school to virtual learning to being back in classrooms with masks and all the other things that they've had to deal with over these last 2 years. As we've seen, unfortunately, COVID-19 is probably here to stay. There is no doubt that the variants keep on coming, and with it, individuals keep on getting sick. And while I'm very glad to say that the individuals in our community who are getting sick are not as ill as they were before, primarily because of the amount of vaccinations we have in this community, there are still people who are suffering from serious illness and some who actually die from COVID-19. We do not want to go back to the old days in which school was held virtually. We want to be able to have our children in an in-school learning environment. We know that works best for them, and that's why we have to do everything possible to ensure that when they are in school, it's a safe environment for them so they do not have to worry about catching COVID-19 or other illnesses and diseases that often transmit airborne. That's why at my State of the County, we announced that Erie County would be purchasing from Austin Air more than 10,000 units to go into every classroom in Erie County, every public school, every charter school, and every private school. And I'm proud to announce that the first shipments to every public and charter school in Erie County are going out the door and have been received, just like what you see behind us here today for the Buffalo Public Schools. The private school shipments will happen this summer, so everything will be in place for the fall semester and the upcoming school year for the 2022-23 school year. But many of the districts have already put their Austin Air cleaners in the classrooms. The city of Buffalo just received their shipments and they will be putting them in the classrooms very soon. And this is an example of what we can do to protect our public, to protect our most valuable resource in our community, our young. In fact, 10,600 air filtration systems have been ordered for every classroom in Erie County, and this was an investment of $5.3 million from a federal grant specifically to be used for COVID-19 mitigation purposes in school settings. We knew that there were various ways of spending that money, but the best way was to ensure that the classroom had the safest environment with regards to air filtration. A number of school districts across Erie County, actually all school districts across Erie County, invested in ways to protect their children. However, as we know, many of the schools themselves are very old, and they have older air filtration systems, and they could not utilize the latest technology. That's why we felt it was important to ensure that every classroom was treated the same, whether it's a school that just opened this year or one in which the building is more than 100 years old. We want to ensure that everyone is as safe as possible, and that's why we purchased these. And I want to thank, I think I just swallowed one of those things that's flying by. I want to thank our Department of Health for its great work, led by, of course, Dr. Burstein, who you'll hear from in a second. Austin Air for its availability to build these as quickly as possible so that they could get out across our community, and the school districts and all the leaders in the school districts for participating with us and working on this to make certain that those dollars that were allocated for mitigation efforts in schools were used for an appropriate purpose. With that, I'd like to turn it over to Dr. Burstein to talk more about this program.
Thank you. Thank you. So we are so excited to be able to partner with Austin Air to provide, state-of-the-art air filtration systems for all our schools to keep all our K through 12 students healthy throughout the year. And these air filtration systems will not only protect against COVID, they'll also protect against other respiratory pathogens that are circulating in the classroom. They'll protect against, pollen particles that trigger asthma for many kids in the classroom. So this is cottonwood flying in the air so nobody will swallow them inadvertently while answering a teacher's question. So this is really an evidence-based intervention. We know that this works. This is one of the programs that CDC highly recommends to protect against COVID. So we are so excited that we're going to be able to share this technology with a local company. We're with support through our county executive's office and our Department of Public Works, who researched these air filtration systems and found that we have the best system right here in our own backyard with Austin Air in the city of Buffalo. So we're very excited. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Nate Kuzma from the General Counsel from the Buffalo City Schools. Thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Burstein. My name's Nate Kuzma, General Counsel, Chief Operation Officer for the Buffalo Public Schools. And I'm here today, good morning everybody, and on behalf of our 9-member Buffalo Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Tanja Williams, and the Buffalo City School District, we want to thank Erie County Executive Mark Polenkars, the Erie County government, Dr. Burstein, and the Erie County Department of Health for providing, and Austin Air, for their ability to provide the Buffalo City School District with 2,557 air filtration systems that will go in each and every one of our classrooms as soon as this summer, and it will certainly be ready for the beginning of the 2022-2023 school year. These air filtration systems will not only help us continue to provide a safe and healthy learning environment for our students as another preventative measure against COVID-19. But as Dr. Burstein indicated, they also take out other pollutants in the air, such as pollen, emissions from vehicles, bacteria, and the such. And they do a very, very efficient and good job in cleaning the air for our students to be educated in the safest possible environment that we can provide. And so we're very thankful to all of our partners for certainly thinking of us as part of this grant, utilizing these dollars for the benefit of our students, not only our students, but the other students that are educated in the city of Buffalo at charter and parochial schools, and the other districts throughout Erie County. So thank you again, and we are elated, and our staff is eager to begin distributing these as soon as possible, beginning today. So thank you.
Thank you, Nate. Our partner in this process, of course, is Austin Air. We wanted to buy the air filtration systems, and then we also realized the premier manufacturer of the air filtration system is based right here in Buffalo. And that's why this is a double positive effect. Not only will it protect children in the schools, but also helps our local economy by supporting a local business, Austin Air. And we're pleased to have joined with us here today Lauren McMillan, the President and CEO of Austin Air, and the great work from her team to actually be able to construct these 10,000 plus air cleaners in such a short period of time, so that since we announced it just approximately a month or so ago, they're actually going to be distributed, as we see right now, in classrooms already. And that just goes to show the great team that she has there. Lauren?
Hello everybody, Lauren McMillan, Austin Air Systems. We're very proud to partner with Erie County on this to get these to all the students in all of the various school districts. We have been in business since 1990, so we've focused on clean air for a very long time. We're proud that these students will have not only for COVID, but RSV, and we have true medical grade HEPA and carbon, which takes all kinds of pollutants out of the air, improves cognition, improves test scores. So we're hoping that we can even get a little bit better test scores out of our local students. Thank you very much.
This is just one part of our Back on Track agenda. There's other portions which are actually being worked on, including the app to help with regards to parents identifying if there are mental health concerns associated with their children. That is a work in progress, but I'm very glad that we were able to deliver in a short period of time these air cleaners for every classroom in Erie County, and I'm not going to let one of those go in my mouth again. With that, we'll open up to any questions on topic. Are there any questions on topic?
Just being geeky, I guess. How do they actually clean the air?
I'll turn that over to Lauren.
Sure. The true medical grade HEPA is certified to filter 99.97% of all particles that are larger than 0.3 microns and 99% of all particles that are greater than 0.1 microns. So basically, we have a 360-degree directional airflow intake and an export that creates circulation within the air. So it circulates the air, pulls dirty air in through the bottom, and pushes clean air out the top.
How long are the filters good for?
The filters are good for 5 years. That's something that is really great about the Austin Air product. It will last 5 years, no maintenance. You just replace it every 5 years.
Classrooms are different sizes. Are they, how large an area do they?
These are all rated for standard classroom sizes. We're going to increase the air changes at least 2 times per hour in each classroom. Anything else?
Okay. If there are no further on-topic questions, I will take off-topic, and everyone else is free to run away at that point. Are there any off-topic?
Speaking of filtration, do you have any numbers on the latest